There are many great success stories in the NFL. None of them is quite like Isaiah Kacyvenski's. In 2004, his stop on a two-point conversion in the last play of the season finale won Seattle the division title. This year, he led the Seahawks in special teams tackles. What is most impressive about Kacyvenski is not his rise to NFL prominence,
How do you think your season's going to go this year?
I should go good. You always...
You think you win the Super Bowl?
but rather the journey that preceded it.
Everybody says wonderful things about you all the time.
Thank you. I appreciate
You're
that.
welcome. It's true. You mean a lot to everybody in this neighborhood.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
That neighborhood is Endicott, New York. It is where Isaiah's story begins and where he returns every summer.
Good thing is it hasn't changed a bit. I want to be reminded once or twice a year where I began and where I came from.
Isaiah grew up as the youngest of 5 children in a family that had little money and at times no home.
I remember living in a tent for 3 months in a guy's backyard. We were basically homeless. My dad worked as a dishwasher and brought home basically scraps every night for us to eat. But we got by. It was in large part just because of the love of my mother.
On special occasions, his mother would take him to this now abandoned grocery market, only to be ridiculed by the storekeeper for using food stamps. His mother withstood the humiliation because at least Isaiah's father would not have to look for food in even worse places.
Yeah, I just remember when I was younger, just kind of pulling up in a car with our family and, you know, stuff they're throwing away, or about to throw away, or it's halfway in the garbage, he would grab. And yeah, I remember a couple times in my childhood, especially back here, doing it. Yeah, so I mean, this is kind of it's about as low as you can go, I think. I know my dad, it's one of those things that he wished never happened, but he did what he had to do.
Isaiah has long since recovered from not having enough to eat, but still struggles with the times his father had too much to drink.
We used to get whipped all the time with a belt when we were growing up, just all the time. I used to not be able to sit down for 4 days, just for doing nothing. I don't remember. The thing is, I look back at it now, I'm like, what did I do wrong? I wanted to fight him so bad. I remember I had so much rage built up. I just wanted to take it out on him.
Isaiah was only 9 and too young to confront his dad, but old enough to think about the path to a better life.
I realized pretty early on, I wasn't gonna live my life like that. I know that. And the first thing my mind jumped to was football. And it was gonna get me everything I ever wanted.
Isaiah wanted to earn a football scholarship at Notre Dame, but he failed to make the high school's varsity football team his freshman year. He realized he would have to rededicate himself or his dream would escape him. He created a poster with a promise and then delivered on it. In his senior year of high school, he was the captain of the football team. In the classroom, he had a 98.6 average. The morning he was to play in the state quarterfinals, he received devastating news. His mother had been killed in a car accident.
Obviously, everyone said not to play in the game. Don't play, you don't have to. It's just a game. But for me, football has been somewhere I could just lose myself. I step on that field, my mind goes blank. Some people like to meditate, some people like to fish. Mine was just cracking those pads. It was like a meditation for me.
Isaiah played the game of his life and lifted his team to victory. Despite all he had overcome, not everyone was impressed. Notre Dame did not offer him a scholarship. But after the season had ended, he caught the attention of the most prestigious academic institution in the land.
How you doing, Coach Murphy? How you doing? Good to see you.
Good to see you. What's going on? I was just amazed by this kid's maturity and resilience for what obvious adversity he had been through.
To me, my thing about going to Harvard was there's no way I'm going to fit in. There's people with pocket protector, either that or they're going to be legacies that have lots of money. I'm just not going to fit in.
I said, listen, Isaiah, when I walk out that door, you're going to decide if I'm trying to recruit you or I'm trying to help you. But I said, I really think Harvard can help you.
He was telling me this is a golden opportunity, and it'd behoove you to take advantage of it. That's what everyone tells us.
Isaiah accepted Harvard's academic scholarship offer. Afterward, he thought of his mom and began looking through old photographs. When he came across this picture from when he was homecoming king in high school, he knew he had made the right choice.
I'd never noticed before. I don't know why I didn't. She was wearing a Harvard sweatshirt.
After enrolling at Harvard, Isaiah began looking through his mom's belongings. In addition to his mother's sweatshirt, he also found her Bible. At Harvard, he had been randomly assigned the number 49. In his mom's Bible, his mother had highlighted the verse, Isaiah 49.
The gist of it is, will a mother ever forget her son? She will not. You know, she holds her son in the palm of her hand. I'm not someone that believes in mystical things happening, but to me, it hit me. It hit me deep.
He became inspired to forgive his father, who had been sober and in recovery since Isaiah was 14. But before Isaiah did, he wanted something from his father in return.
He said, "Why did you beat me? Why did you whip me? Why did you spank me?" And basically, it got down to, I want you to tell me that what you did was wrong, that there's no justification for it, and that you're sorry for it. Once I knew what Isaiah was presenting me, I said, yes, I am sorry.
His father showed his devotion to Isaiah by making the 5-hour trip to Harvard to attend most of his games.
I didn't know the dynamics at the time, but I had a lawyer in front of me. I was the janitor, and I had a doctor directly behind me. All three of us had somebody on that field. I don't know very much about football, by the way, but I knew when he tackled somebody, and I yelled, "Go Isaiah!" This man tapped my shoulder, and he said, "Are you Isaiah's father?" I said, yeah. And he said, "My kid, Chris, is on that team, and he's been on a losing team ever since he got here. With the fact that your kid is on this team, my kid is going to be able to leave in his senior year smelling like a rose." I didn't ask him to tell me that, but it certainly enlarged my heart.
In Isaiah's sophomore season, Harvard won its first Ivy League title in 10 years. He finished his college career as the school's all-time leading tackler and graduated with honors with a pre-med degree.
The reason that he's been able to achieve all his goals is he's driven. I've never met a kid with stronger desire, with bigger heart, and I have no better way to put it.
Isaiah's heart that pushed him to succeed was also responsible for a generous gesture after his college football career was over. In April of his senior year, Isaiah was drafted in the 4th round by Seattle. The Seahawks told him he could miss minicamp to attend his graduation, but he declined. He told his dad he had another plan in mind.
And he said, I would love for you and Mom to pick up my diploma. And of course, Mom was already gone. I said, boy, would I love to do that. And he just simply said, "You're going to be walking for me, Dad." And I hadn't realized that that's, I said, wait a minute, cap and gown? He said, yeah. I said, well, that sucker fit me. I tell you, that sucker was cinched right up.
Isaiah Kacyvenski can't be here because he's at camp. So please welcome Dave Kacyvenski.
There were 2 people that took their mortarboards off and put Seattle Seahawks caps on. I was there for the Kacyvenskis, and I did well. A lot of his life is, I don't know if you'd call it fairy tale. It's almost unbelievable. He's also made it easy for me in my walk with him.
We're raining
throw
snow.
the ball around a little bit?
Yeah. Let's throw it around. You don't want it?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Yeah.
Here you go, Isaiah.
Thanks.
In the past, Isaiah had brought his father to Harvard as a football fan and as a college graduate.
You tell me how far I want to go, because I can't throw that far.
This time, David Kacyvenski was back to play one more role.
When's the last time we played?
I don't know. All right.
Yeah.
Now, you told me to do my hands on those strings.
The role of Dad.
That's good.